la pego, loco. ¿Qué diablo?
Oh, bueno, ¿tú estás ahí?
With the height, the
Contigo.
release
A
point
mí no me
creates a
sale.
lot of tilt on
Ahora
his
sí.
pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane.
Diablo.
Makes it very difficult for the
Ahora
hitters
sí,
to
ahora
guess.
ya lo envié aquí.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Wenzel Perez up now for the
Oye,
Tigers.
todos los juegos míos, loco. Todos los juegos míos. Todos los swings míos están siendo o late o Briel.
Out towards right center field.
Pero
Cowser
lo juego bueno
moving
ese
under
piche.
this
A
one.
mí también
And
lo
there's
juego.
one down.
Deja ver.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
That one hit to right. O'Neill on his way over.
Gracias. La
Pulls it
necesito.
down and he makes the catch. And there's two down. Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Gary Carpenter.
Pujo por ti, bro, el para no bajar.
No sé que Víctor me ha ganado, que estoy con una cabra.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Le ganó
left
a la
field.
cabra de
Taylor
aquí.
coming on.
Ese era a mí.
And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. And taking the ball for Detroit, Framber Valdez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Bueno, Willy, no relaja, tú no sabes quién es Willy. Pero ahí te dice que la buscar allá atrás, ahora yo no te dije atrás de mí, atrás de mí buscar.
Pues unos 480, ¿cuánto tipo, loco? No.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One down.
Respect.
Manny Machado up to the plate. Ball one there. And Manny gets a piece. Here's a 1-1. That's out to center field. Meadows settles underneath it. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Nope, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Swing and a foul. Out of play. Foul ball there. 2-2 on the way. And that skips into there. Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Hard hit to third. Fires over to first. And that takes care of Alonso. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. And there's a foul ball. Torkelson handling the duties at first, batting in the cleanup spot, and his on-base percentage this season is over 400. That one missed.
Bueno, Carrey, desde que se acabe este juego yo te voy a sacar de mi equipo. Tú estabas bateando 400, ya va por 100 y pico. Ya tú no buscas nada aquí, right?
Base hit, center field.
No le pichas a su madre. Es mejor darle
So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ahí la tiró.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. One away. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Dylan Dingler.
Torkelson leads off first with 1 away. Out towards right center field. Cowser settles underneath it. He's got it. Out number 2. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows.
That one misses. Ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Here's Baez. This one in the air right field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Relay throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 2-0. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners.
No, pero sí que me están dando de tipo.
Back-to-back singles. I don't know how
Yo prefiero como un jonrón, loco. Yo prefiero como un jonrón, ya de verdad que sí.
Uno puede ir para atrás, ¿verdad?
Mano, parecía como si fuera con check swing, ya como de jonrón.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Ahorita me mató a Jiquita, loco, uno disparate y...
Battling here.
Como 10 carreras.
Y esos files míos que tienen una reacción más buena que el DH.
2 on, 2 outs. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2. Got it. Swinging, it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there.
Tú sabes, con el jugador que yo quiero sacar de mi equipo, me dijo
into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman.
No me funciona. ¡Oh!
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base
Pero,
hit.
en verdad, sí. Me dio 2 honrones back to back con los 2 jugadores que se pueden decir que más
Wasted
batalha.
no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Foul off down the right side.
¡Oh! Okay.
Steps off, checks the runner at first.
Ya, me dio 3 honrones perfectos. Está todo mío. Ya usted me prendió ya. Vamos a ver. Ya llegamos al quinto inning, que 0-0, así que me gusta. Vamos.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Colton Cowser swings through it for strike 1. Puts a bunt down. Goes to third for 1. Over to first, safe. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
He was late there, strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 on, 1 out. Late with the swing there. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it skips in the dirt. And they're all loaded up. Taylor Ward, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
Off the plate, ball 1.
No, joda. 6.
And in comes the runner from second.
Buena.
A big mistake there. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Okay.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do.
Como otros, ¿saben? En YouTube tú dices.
Hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for
No,
1.
yo el paraguayo lo voy a poner que esté ahí.
In worst case scenario, you
Pero
go
loco.
for the sacrifice fly.
Espérate,
Back
loco.
to the mound.
No.
Over to
Estoy
second,
ahí,
then
pero...
first, but he beat it. As a run scores on the play, and that ties the game.
Espérate, loco, no hablo que estoy haciendo.
Henderson struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Here goes the runner. This one in the air, center field.
Ay, bola.
Meadows on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. That's inside.
So that's off the plate, ball 2.
Right side, O'Neill has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. And now, Kerry Carpenter flied to left his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down. Here comes Torque to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swings through that.
Con lo que Fede sigue jugando,
0-2
bueno.
now as he swings through.
This guy's
Sigue
pounding
jugando
the
raro.
zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Oh.
So Torque takes the whip.
Me tiró la tira ahí.
Ready to go for the last
Se te
half
tiró.
of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Manny Machado. That one fouled off. Yoan.
Güey, vamos a una recoleta para comprar un audífono Freddy.
Meadows takes it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
¿Y por qué hacen eso?
Una razón para no sacarte de este equipo que el trailer.
¿Por qué hacen
Me da
esto?
una te queda.
Swing and a miss.
No me la diste, me diste
Es Freddy.
On that fastball. Great job of setting
¿Por
him
qué
up
hacen
by
eso?
throwing the
Lo
curveball.
audífono tuyo.
Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
The 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and
Te
in. He
salvaste,
finished
te
that
salvaste
really
esa lo
well.
carrero, ¿oíste?
Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses. Ball 3. Gets a piece. It stays alive. Payoff pitch.
Acá no te pasa. Ajá, acá no te
That's
pasa.
foul off to the right side. Keeps the AV going.
Se le
Swings
dio la
and
malla.
blasts one deep to left center. Base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of it. Here's Adley Rutschman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Alonso headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Vamos, coño.
Base hit, and it gets by him. Able to score as the runner from third, and they lead by 2 to second, and he's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but
Colton, Cowser,
much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Cowser swings through it for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Traffic on the bases with one already in. You're in the last half of the third. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Tap softly to the right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. Goes to second. Safe there. Tyler O'Neill. The next to hit for the Orioles.
Tito, pues ya tú sabes, ellos eran dejados a Tigre.
¿Cómo fue?
Mismo te teníamos a loca allá en
¿Por qué?
En su casa, ya tú sabes.
Yo te estoy diciendo, esa loca andaba con una preguntadera rara ahí.
He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Estoy tratando de buscar gente que se pase unos twists, loco.
And that'll load the bases. It is interesting, though.
Don't scare me. ¿Usted no piensa jugar en la liga? No,
pero él ahora se está haciendo de que trenza por ahí por mi vida.
Tú sabes. Pues yo te iba, güey. Está bien, Pablo, dígelo.
That's down and in, a slider missed. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside.
Okay, pero dale para allá. Para que haga la trenza grande, le paga metiendo un pedazo.
In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the fourth. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's in. Ball 2.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He shoots one out to right. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Into center and a base hit. And a man aboard.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive.
Well, no,
aggressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. Couple of hits in a row for him here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first, double play. And next up for the Tigers, Colt Pete. A single his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. After the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate, tie this game. All right, grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Go-ahead run on base. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Cowser settles under this one, and that is that. Bottom four, and into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. Just to third. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. So back to the top of the Orioles line. The batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
GTA. El teléfono no vino por aquí. ¿Es que viene? Sí.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count.
Oye, estoy live, cualquier cosa. Cuidado.
No es eso. Si él no le explique palabras, no es.
So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Machado. Ball one.
No tenga miedo.
And that misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Ground ball
Cacho,
left side,
coño.
3-2. The throw to second.
Huevo, eso.
Güey, la mala palabra, tú estás live.
Back here in Baltimore,
Qué
new inning
pillado.
getting started. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. And that is
Mano,
out
han
of
venido
play.
3-0, luego
Well,
son
these
ahí.
Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball
Qué
in
bueno
play,
matar.
and that makes things more
¿Cuál es el odio
challenging on the
mío?
defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning.
Wow.
They only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Gleyber gets a piece, 1 and 2. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Terry Carpenter getting ready to hit. In the air to left
Oye,
center.
¿cuánto pasó el juego contra los Q?
Takes it in for the out.
Bueno.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
Ah, pero Wayne no es gente. No quiero ni jugar con Wayne.
Let's see if he can be a little more
¿Cuál es Warner de Will?
Ripped, but it goes foul.
¿Cuál es Warner de
Capones.
Tied at 4.
No era mío.
In there at the knees, 0-2.
Ahora no me gustó ese juego, en verdad.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
No fue porque perdí, sino como que el juego, loco, como que no se batió. Este hombre me dio 3 honrones, 3 carreras. Y yo 2 carreras.
In
O
the
sea, yo le hice
air,
2 carreras en un inning. Él me hizo 3 carreras en un inning.
That
Y
is
ya,
that.
como que los otros innings no se hizo mal.
bottom of the inning. Here's the designated hitter for the
O sea, como que
Orioles.
no fue interés, además fue como en un solo inning que pasó todo.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Alonso, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
En un solo inning fue que pasó todo. Los otros innings fueron como... No hicimos nada.
On the ground to third, but it kicks
¿Cómo
foul.
fue?
And there's a ball.
No, fue perfecto que el tipo le dio. Sí.
Keeps the effect going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Esto va a sonar duro para allá ahora.
A solo shot. Next to hit, Adley.
Vamos, bro, que voy a ti. Vamos, coño.
2-2.
Ah, yo no sé, yo no a todos los sur, loco. Está componiendo, lo hago de acabo.
Acabo de algún control, no de bater.
Liner snagged it
Sí,
first.
pero no,
And that's the first out. Nice
normalmente yo no a todos los sur,
giving up
loco.
the homer. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Pues un viaje derecho ahora mismo.
Ball that's outside.
Paja bola, paja. Mira, ¿cómo se sabe que no es que está bien? Luego con este un pilón capellano. El pilón está como 72, 74.
The next to hit takes ball one. To the right side. Flips it. There's one. Double play.
¿Cómo va? Oh, pues yo he vivido ahí, aquí, igual de que me atrasó.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And fouled off.
Yo estaba cuando yo entré con los relevos, ya tú sabes. Ball game.
0-1 now. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance.
Al último cuando un relajo, yo iba a los honros.
Another homer. His second homer of the night.
Este tipo da como mucha pausa.
Chacho.
En
el noveno, cuando juego de uno, yo creo que tú lo veas. Hay que casi le cambio, muchacho. A cambio el DET.
This one in the air. And there's one down. So up next, Parker Meadows. Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
El go es. Ah, páralo. Ahí.
But he's got it. So here's Baez now. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope. Ball one.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball left side. Foul. And that's just foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that.
Ahora pile perfecto que le está dando el gol.
But it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 5 apiece.
Oh, repetición, es loco mío.
No, eso mentira. Eso es vaina, sí.
Well, we go bottom 6 and into the box for Baltimore.
Está bien, bro. No, tranquilo, tranquilo. Con Dios.
Foul ball there.
Me la doy cuenta de dónde. Aquí está. ¿Por qué está de 0-0? Ah, ok, lleva 2 por bola.
And a 1-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Dale, Donil.
This one in the air center field.
Yo no vi blooper.
And there's one down.
Los bloopers no caen.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Este fue lo que me tienes ahí.
First pitch swinging. Runner takes off towards first. And he's out on the tag.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The Orioles with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that may end up. And at bat, we go back to.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Sawyer Gibson Long.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 66.
Now Machado up here. And Manny gets a piece. 2 on, 2 outs.
0-1.
No. Ahí sí la botó.
Go-ahead run scores. They were so close to getting out of the inning. Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in.
That's out.
First and second, 2 down. Close, but call the ball. Ball 2. And a base hit on the line. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and tipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one to first, Torkelson. Throws to first in time. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 7th. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
1 out, man at first. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. The tying run at the plate. Just missed. This one in the air, right field. O'Neill on his horse. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 down. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Wandy Peralta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Oh, el último juego de rank, loco. Como me chancearon ese strike ahí.
Up the middle, Henderson. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and into the box for Baltimore, Nick Castellanos. Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. This one smacked out to left center.
Vamos, coño, Castellanos,
joder. Falls in, base hit. And he'll pull him to second safely.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Meadows settles under it. And he makes the catch.
Come on. Gotta get there.
Now a relay to third. Tyler O'Neill will hit next. In the air, left.
Good job. Good job.
Espérate.
Uy.
He's in there. It's 8-6.
Mano, es muy... Mira ese picheo, loco. ¿Cómo yo fallé esa mierda?
And first offering is fouled off.
No, mierda, pero lo que pasa es que tengo que apoyarte.
Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Hammered down the
Ahora, yo lo puedo con castellano, loco.
Pero va a cambiar porque ahora era.
Es verdad.
Hit weakly on the ground.
Me pueden dar daño y no lo cambio.
There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Out of here. And they cut it to the deficit. It's 8-6. In the air,
está como frizando. Por ahí.
And there's one down. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. 1 for 3. And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser gets under it. He makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Bunting for a hit. Castellanos. He's safe.
No, he's in there.
With a bunt single.
Wow.
They'll just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time.
Runner on the go. Swinging a foul straight back. Snap throw. Pitch out, but no action. Tying run at the plate. Inside. 3-1 now. There's a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Okay.
Now at the plate, the Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Jahmai Jones. He represents the go-ahead run. And we've got our...
Viste, ¿qué te dije a ti? Que cuando estaba en lo bueno y empecé a cambiar a jugar con el
Pitching change. Yennier Cano. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Runner edges away at second. This one in the air, center field. Cowser on the move. And that's the 3rd out.
Fuera en lo bueno. Pile pausa, pile cambio, pile vaina.
Back now at Oriole Park. Bottom of the 8th. Left-hander out of the bullpen. Grant Herter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Herter in his 2nd season. 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021.
No.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Cuatro bolas me tiraron.
2-2 down. This one high in the air to left
Pica bola, pica, es verdad.
Brings it in.
No, no pican. A mí no pican.
Into center. Meadows makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Here comes Manny Machado.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Lo hay.
Two down, nobody on. That's to third. And the Orioles set down in order.
Oh.
Back here in Baltimore, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Wenzel Perez. Out towards right center field. Move
to
the gap. Makes a nice running catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Inside,
vamos a esto, compadre.
Down, base is empty here in the 9th. And a strike to Gleyber.
No te problema tú solo.
This one in the
Mira,
right
no,
field.
mira la reacción que me da, loco. No, mira, loco.
That should be extra bases. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Pablo, este juego, loco, es increíble, loco. Sultán.
Inside. Ball 1.
Mano, este juego es increíble, loco. ¿Tuviste esa reacción ahí, Wilmer?
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Como si Durán y perfecto y ahora este cabrón no quiere tirar atrás.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Laser to the gap, should score the run.
Mano, oye, la reacción que me le están dando los Phillies ahora, loco, es una vaina increíble. Ave María.
Right through there for a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Throw to second, safe. So the tying run at second. Foul ball still 0-2. So a change being made out at second. Detroit going with the pinch runner. How you lead. 0-2 now. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. A wild pitch and the tying
Tú te vas a reír ahora, Wilmer.
Infield comes in now. The 1-2. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game. One down. Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Up the middle, Holiday. Throws to first in time.
Medio los dos y que me dio eran out, pero le dio la reacción malísima. Ya, no, y ahora lo hago fácil a ver.
Throws to first, and that's the inning. Bottom of the ninth. Here's the Orioles DH. So they turn to their closer, Kenley Jansen.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save. 2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. Better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
This one
Coño, fue.
and it's gone. We are tied. Pete Alonso with a rocket. His second homer of the night, and we have a tie ball game. It's 9-9.
Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Nope, outside.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Comes up empty. That's strike two. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one is absolutely belted.
No, pues ahora no se va a quedar. Ahora no se va a quedar. No.
And caught on a warning track.
Claro, Lord.
So digging in, Nick Castellanos.
Ay, Dios, este juego.
Ball, that's out.
And that one fouled off.
Qué disparate juego, loco.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Base hit center field. And the winning run is a
Castellano, bueno, Castellano.
Didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball though.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's two away. So next
Ay, Dios mío. Pero no trabajo por bola.
To third. Throw on to Torkelson. That's the third out, and Rear headed to extras. Back now at Oriole Park. On to extra innings.
Había un tipo tocado ahora otra vez. Creo que es ahorita.
Short the bunt and missed it.
Mi bate, es un hombre. Wow.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target.
Coño, loco.
Aim at the outside corner. That slider's going to end up way
No batea tanto. Mira el otro, ahora me queda para la bola.
And you get it right where you want it.
And it's second. Line, and that's a base
En el
hit.
círculo mío, wow.
Here comes Dingler around third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
En el círculo.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 39, Andrew.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. One on, nobody out, a run in here in extra innings. Rudder goes again. There's the ball. The tag, and he's out at second.
Se va más huevo, tigre.
Here's a 2-0. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one.
Veo, ese jonrón, ese perfecto que yo di.
That one is hammered.
Yo digo un Ali Rush, no es para que se acabe el juego.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Down the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Increíble, increíble.
Fly out to center.
Ball one.
That's off the inside.
Cómodo, wow.
And it's 2-0. That's a base hit.
No colía que tenía ese van.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Pues yo te digo a ti, loco. Yo te digo a ti. Mira, mira. Ay, Dios mío.
And that'll do it. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. Inside, ball one.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Loves it on the drive, throws from his knees, and they tag him out.
No, mire no, pero tú es mentira, loco.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond.
Loco, no, pero esto es mentira, loco. Eso es mentira. Eso es mentira, loco. Eso es mentira.
New pitcher for the Tigers.
Eso es mentira, loco. Eso no pasó, no. Eso no pasó.
Trying to strand that runner at second base, so he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
No me lleva atención nada, eso es lo que pasa.
Orioles making a move for a pitcher. Ryan Mountcastle. He represents the winning run.
No.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Next pitch is outside. And that's ball four. And now the winning run is on base. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson, known for his late inning heroics. So a change being made at first base. And pitch running for the Orioles, Leody Taveras. Tap foul to plate.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's the 0-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles down to...
No lo puedo sacar, amigo. No lo puedo sacar.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. That clips the corner. Just missed. First and second, 2 down. And the home team trying to pull it out. And they're all loaded up. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Trying to deliver as the hero. Will Vest on a pitch here.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here. But with 2 outs,
Ay, Dios mío.
just gotta focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
¡Vamos, coño! ¡Está loco,
Usted es el
coño!
mejor, brother. Usted es el mejor.
¡Está loco! 3 horrores, Pide Alonso. ¡Vamos, coño! ¡Está loco, coño! Pide Alonso no lo cambio ni por Otani. Por Otani, ahora mismo no lo cambio por Otani. Tú eres loco. Mira, por un palo, un base lleno.
An incredible finish. Clutch swing of the bat that he'll never forget. Truly special.
3 horrores.
La simulación de los juegos.
Eso, qué paro, loco. Wow. Chequé el highlight. Mira. Oye, me motuvo. Ya, el tipo me dio 2 palos, me dio. Al ligro. Tipo batea, compadre. De que yo creo que tenés ese zurdo, loco, y venía Machado, yo sabía que tú no le ibas a pichar. Por eso, oye, te encontré el suerte. Sí, loco, pero lo mío no fue un error, pero pregúntale a estos tigres la reacción, loco. Chacho. ¿Pero qué? No.